Hello to all my friends out there. Hi, you guys. I hope everyone is doing okay. Well, I got to the gym today, so that was progress. My finger is all messed up. This is the best smelling candle I ever bought. It is, what is this? Well, that was stupid. Autumn cranberry wood, but it's got it's like a smoky tobacco smell, which I really love. And I got that for $6.99. I think I'll buy a couple more of them since I love them so much. And then this was a nice surprise. I had to go get Walmart. I had to go to Walmart and buy bird food. And so I saw they had these very slender green candles, and they were cheap, 88 cents each. And I thought, I will try them before I buy them, because I need about 12 or 15 candles. And they look very pretty in my new brass candlesticks. And I thought, yeah, I'll buy a bunch of them and burn them all up. They're cheap. Okay, this video is eat good out of your stockpile. So I have leftovers, and so I have tuna casserole and I have the spaghetti bake, but I want to eat a little food for just one more meal. Oh no, where's my big spoons? And I want to show you guys something. This goes back to if you ever have to eat beans. So, okay, this has to do with soup in the stockpile. And one of the ones I like is bean and bacon soup. So I was following the Scientology meal plan. And it was vegetable and chicken soup. And actually I eat mostly chicken noodle, and then I added tomato. But if you, let's say if you were broke, or you just wanted to conserve your money, or you didn't have any cheese, you can add milk to your beans instead of water, which sounds terrible, but it's not. What is this? And then I mentioned to you guys that I bought 2 months worth of this sliced cheese. But if you didn't have cheese, you could get by with just milk. And so, and if you didn't have milk, you can make milk out of your coffee creamer. The actual recipe is 1/3 cup coffee creamer to 1 cup milk. That's going to give you like cream. But I usually add like a tablespoon or 2, depending on what kind, to hot water. And that will give you enough milk so that you can, if you're using it in cooking, if you don't have any milk, that's a good reason for keeping powdered milk. Okay, so now, what I'm doing is I'm going through my soup, and I want to go to a case of vegetable, a case of chicken noodle, a case of tomato, but I'm being with bacon. As long as I have around 6 cans, that's good enough. And you can always use this stuff if you need some cheese. I bought these at Dollar Tree. And then in my refrigerator, I saved my tea. Here it is. This is Walmart black tea. Okay, so now this is going to be some good bean with bacon soup in a minute. And so to go with it, I made a little batch of cornbread. So now what I'll do, it was this one. I tried to find these for around $1. That was $1.24 when I bought it months ago. Here it is. This is good. When you're making this stuff, just be careful not to over bake it. That's going to make more of a difference than anything. Okay, I don't like my soup too thick, especially because I'm going to add a little cheese. Okay, so today I got 3 of these boxes, and I bought a little. Here they are. So these, if you're trying to get your oh, it's getting late. If you're trying to get your food under control and you get these boxes, if you see them laying around, and I asked them, could I have the boxes? And they said, sure, take them. That was Walmart. I went to the one Walmart by my gym, which is a pretty good Walmart. All right, that's good. I'm using my milk up. I usually buy about 10 of those. So the soup was in the stockpile, the milk was in the stockpile, and I stored up a little cheese, and the cornbread was in the stockpile. So now this is like how you can make your stockpile so much better. You can add 1 egg. When you're having soup, if you have good bread, good butter, and you add a boiled egg, it's going to be so much better. And you could add some pickles if you want them. So we've got the good cornbread, and so for the next few days, the cornbread was cheap, $1.25. So say if I eat 1/5, that's about a quarter. The egg is about 25 cents. The tea isn't even worth figuring in. And then adding, it could be crackers, it could be any kind of bread, it could be a grilled cheese sandwich. So my cheese will taste good. And this is going to taste so much better than just, you know what would have been really good, but I really don't want to buy more stuff, but some tortilla chips would have been really, really good. Okay, so bean with bacon soup tonight. This is what I eat in the middle of the night. You know, I mentioned to you guys, the reason I didn't cook is because, and I froze my applesauce because I didn't want anything going wrong with it, because I still had Jell-O. And for me, a lot of fruit is the worst thing. Especially this one, because it's got a lot of fruit in the strawberry Jell-O. It's got a whole banana, and it's got a 1/4 cup of the canned strawberries. But I'm so glad I canned them, and I'll show you in a minute. And I have enough of the spaghetti bake for tomorrow after the gym. So, okay, so this will heat in just a minute. And I have another banana left. So let me get this pepper. Let me get the liquid gold. Pepper is $20 now for a big one. Today I was doing the shopping, and I was trying to go to $7 a day on the non-food. I came nowhere near it. I spent close up to maybe over 50 bucks, and I didn't buy much either. But you know, it gets to the point where just to exist, you need stuff, you know, like it or not. Maybe you don't want to buy gas. It cost me about $50 a week just to drive to the gym. It's not that far either, and my car is small. The utilities and the fuel is going to be going way up. That is why we have to conserve our money. So I got the boxes. I located at least 6 cans of bean and bacon soup. I froze the applesauce so it didn't go, you know, it didn't go to waste. This is why my freezer never goes down. This is the tuna casserole, and this is the applesauce. One of the followers left the best comment one time. It was years ago. And it was, since I started freezing my food, I've never gone without again. That is true. Okay, now I want to talk about, so I froze the applesauce. So I usually stockpile peaches, pears, fruit cocktails, and pineapple. But since I can the fruit, I'm adding jam and pie filling. And pie filling is almost $5 a can, so I'm going to be making pie filling and canning it. But I wanted to mention two other fruits that are nice to have. So if you have the jam and the pie filling and the peaches, pears, fruit cocktail, mangoes, and mandarin oranges, that's 7 different kinds of fruit. With the mango slices, I make sticky rice, and with the mandarin oranges, I usually put them in orange jello. When I make the sticky rice, I just make the rice, then I put the mangoes, and then I put coconut milk on the top. And that is really good with some fish. I'm going to be making some fish maybe this week. I just had tuna casserole though. But what it is going to be, well, I guess it's all going to fit. This is so much better than with the cheese. Also, if you make refried beans and you thin them with milk and cheese, it is going to be so much tastier. And a little salt. So this is enough. So now this is enough for 2 meals. And the mandarin oranges are a little bit of vitamin C. Okay. So to the vitamin C, I stockpile lemon juice, lime juice, and vinegar. But I learned that the red wine vinegar, that the kind is the same as in the day, back in the olden days when Alexander the Great protected his army against the foreign, well, he was the invader. But I heard something interesting about Alexander the Great, and what it was is that God gave him an extra large brain, and it was evident from the time he was a child. It was a prophecy, because he was one of the vehicles that was going to spread Christianity, in spite of the fact that, and back here I have my canned food. It's brisket. I had 2 briskets, a chicken, and a strawberry jam. So I am going to be eating those. What I hope to do is can a case of food this month. It's about a third of the way through the month. So see, here it is. This will do in the middle of the night, and then you have your cornbread and you have your egg. Adding the egg helps so much. A lot of people, as they get older, they eat a lot of soup, which is fine. So if you add some kind of good bread and you add an egg, it's going to make it so much better. And maybe some good tea or some coffee. All right, that's the dinner. And then the lemon juice, I use that to make cottage cheese, anything I'm going to curdle, and the vinegar. But when Alexander the Great protected his army, because the germs from the places they were invading would kill them faster than the battle, it was half and half. But I guess, that's what they did back when It's not a bad strategy. And who knows what's going to be, what kind of plagues are going to plague us. Okay, so I wanted to mention the non-foods. Okay, I'm trying to go to $7 a day. That would be $5 Dollar Tree items with a remainder of 75 cents. So on the second day, it would be 6 items, so 11 items in 2 days. So just to tell you, I went over that today. And I mean, it amounted to nothing. I bought a package of sponges. I bought 2 packages of toilet paper. So what I want to say about this is if you continuously shop, what I'm trying to do is make it so there's no $50 and plus a day. But when it gets away from you and you have to have toilet paper, you have to have paper towels, you have to have baggies. I bought 2 dial soaps. I used to get 3. I think these are smaller. Let me see. Actually, yeah, they're a little smaller, but not as tiny as some of them. This was Dollar Tree. I bought some SOS pads. They're another thing. Look at the SOS pads now. But, you know, I have to have them. I mean, okay. And then I went to Dollar Tree to get rubber gloves. I didn't have any, but they had these at Walmart, and I was going to Walmart anyway. I bought 1 deodorant, and then I bought, I thought I'm going to try this makeup because now my skin is all messed up because it hates makeup. And so I'm trying just to dab it around, and I thought if it comes close at all, I bought 1 Dollar Tree. Walmart has the soda for $1. And I want to mention about these cornbread mixes. I have stuff to make cornbread, but I try to keep at least 6 of these. So I notice I only have 4, so I want to get 2 more. Okay, I want to mention something about the Stockpile. Okay, I bought these only because they were $2 and I really like them. And that is why I took the cheese sauce out. Because if you heat this in the microwave and then, you know, you can dip your pretzels in them. But I was thinking, you know, good pretzels are a little tastier than saltines. So Dollar Tree had these. Now this bag is half the size as it used to be. One good thing I bought was 2 cake mixes because it is so hard to find cake mixes. They said expect an increase in sweet treats. I thought, yeah, that's true. I want to mention, where did I put that? Uh-oh. I think I can't give it to you tonight, and I wanted to too. I'm trying to get my little recipes. Oh no. Okay, this is turning into a big, no, I don't know what I did with it. The recipes are a terrible mess and hard to keep in one spot. Okay, well, I have a dump cake recipe, and so I have my homemade strawberry jam, and that can make an awesome dump cake. I have 3 birthdays coming up, and then with these yellow cakes, I have the recipe for the Jiffy cake, so you only need half a cake mix. So these were $1.25, and then I bought the strawberries for a big box for $1. Okay, so I bought 2 cake mixes, and then I bought 2 of these coffee creamers because I am putting coffee creamer in my tea because I think it gives you a little protein. Then I bought 2 sugar-free cookie mixes. This is the cheapest place to find them. And so I think that's all I bought today for the stockpile. But the main thing I wanted to mention tonight is the soup. It's so much better this way. And the red wine vinegar. So what I will be doing is I will get big ones and I will show you. And so this is also, if something happens, I feel terrible for the people in Hurricane Helene and Milton. It's very scary what can happen. Today I was asking the AI all kinds of crazy questions like, what are the most common winning numbers for the lottery? Stuff like that. Okay, so now think about thrifty habits. I think I did this yesterday or the day before. So, okay, you have your pretzels, you have your cheese, you have your soup in the stockpile, and you're going through the stockpile to make sure nothing goes. Why is this down here? Oh, I saved this. I thought the new one I bought was down there. So what I have under my table right now is a lot of half-eaten food, and I'm trying to eat it all down. So, and you know, the other tip, you know, this is like the world's thriftiest meal, but you're not going to be suffering that much eating thrifty meals or just being thrifty. Okay, so think about for a week, 2 cans vegetables, 2 cans fruit, and 3 cans soup. And your soup is enough easily for 2 meals. So another thrifty habit is canning. So if you're new to canning, you can start out with jam. Just add water and sugar to your fruit. I noticed on some of the jam makers, they just add very little water. I've always done it where I add the water and cook it down. But if you want your fruit more like fresh than cooked, that makes sense too. Okay, and then, you know, I bought a lot of sausages. And the reason I bought them is because of the high, I could eat sausages with this soup sausage, and the sausages are nice because you can eat those on crackers. So another thrifty habit is you get your sausages, good sausages on sale, and they have a long shelf life anyway. And then you can freeze them and you can just eat them, you know, for like a little snack. And then freezing your food. So everything you're doing is you're living good, but you're not spending much to exist. You're making sure you make homemade yogurt and you use your last banana to make bread. Okay, so another thing I wanted to mention is the eating of less meat. So I was thinking about going really close to a carnivore diet, but I thought, I don't think I want to do that. What I think I want to do is more like carb with some meat, with vegetables, with fruit, with bread and butter, with milk, like that, so that I have less meat and more carbs. I think it's cheaper, but I also think it's better for you. So the problem is controlling the carbs. So when you have your soup and you have your egg, bean with bacon soup is really good with cornbread. But I don't think most people have really get fat on, well, I can't say that. It's probably sugar too, though. That's why right now I'm shifting to the sugar-free cookies and treats, and the cheap soda also saves a lot of money. Okay, you guys, I'll see you tomorrow. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And God bless you all. Bye, you guys.